Sometimes it takes families who've lived the experience to understand the needs of our veterans and their loved ones. Well, here to share more on how one organization is helping to bridge the gap between military and civilian life is Craig Conover, board council member for Hope for the Warriors, and you may recognize him from the hit Bravo reality series Southern Charm. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a long time.
I know, almost 5 years.
It has.
I can't believe that.
Well, the last time you came on, it was on behalf of Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah.
You were donating some pillows.
Yeah.
How are things going with Sewing Down South?
It's good. Our warehouse is right down the road, which is really neat. I pass you guys a lot, so I need to start coming in more.
It was a mistake for you to let me know that.
Yes.
I'm going to be down there a lot.
We just opened a store in Nashville, our second store, thank you, and a flagship store here is just so fun to share this journey with everyone that comes in the store here.
Aside from your success in retail and creating home decor, you are also very philanthropic. I mean, your work with Habitat for Humanity now with this organization. So tell us a bit more about this particular organization, how it got started, and what it sets out to do.
Hope for the Warriors was founded post 9/11 for the families. The founder was a Marine spouse, and she was living on base, and all of a sudden we started to have injured warriors coming back, and no one quite knew. It was new at that time, and so Hope was founded to help the people coming home. It has evolved since then into helping, like with Warriors Compass, helping people transition. So they translate what they did in the service to how that looks on a resume. We have Warriors Wish, which is one of my favorite, where it's kind of like Make-A-Wish, but a little different. But like we just built a greenhouse for a veteran, and now he grows food for the base, and other veterans come and help him garden and fun stuff like that. But it's really just having peer-to-peer conversations, suicide prevention, and the hook for me, I had been working with other organizations, was over 91 cents to every dollar donated goes directly to the cause.
I saw that. That's a remarkable number. And talk about the number of families that get helped by that 91 cents on every dollar. So a lot so far.
Yeah, so we've helped over 120 families just here in South Carolina in 2024. And I was reminded by Robin, our founder, very quickly when I joined the board council, because I have been with the organization for about 6 years now, that I always talked about the service member, and she always corrected me and said it's about their spouse and their children also. And so Hope really tries to help the families out.
And can you talk a little bit about that realization that a lot of people don't realize how much the families sacrifice on behalf of the person who serves, the person who wears the uniform? I mean, certainly they do, but the family also, they can also suffer a lot when things change.
Yeah, it's, they're already put in a position where their family member has to be deployed for a while a lot of times, which, every night, I mean, I get chills thinking about it because, when you go to bed, you don't know what your spouse is doing or what your dad or mom or if they're safe or not. And then if they get injured, or even if they don't get injured, transitioning back is tough. They go from being one of the best in the world at what they do to not really having an arena here to play in yet. And so the spouse has to deal with, them coming home and struggling to transition, and the kids are, there's a lot that we can provide to them. So we do a lot of therapy and counseling. We try to put out programs to really help people when they're coming back, because they serve so we don't have to. I think a lot of times people forget that they volunteer to do this, and if they didn't, that's when you get back into the draft and stuff. And so I've always had a lot of empathy for people that serve, and to their families is newer to me. It's just I never thought about it that way, and now working with families at the different bases and camps, you can see that it's tough for them. And that's why this is so great, because we can raise money to provide these things that we take for granted.
We do take a lot for granted, but I think especially on this day, as we reflect on what happened on 9/11 and the aftermath, and for those who did sacrifice so much, it's incumbent upon all of us to make sure that we support our military men and women. So how do people find out more information? What's the website?
It's hopeforthewarriors.org. You can follow their Instagram also to stay apprised. But it's funny because after 9/11, everyone always just kept saying, never forget, never forget. And I remember being like, how will we ever forget this? I mean, it's crazy because I can remember it like yesterday. I know you can too. It's, just because it's it's been a while
Yeah.
doesn't mean it's not just as important.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, hopeforthewarriors.org.
Okay.
Follow their Instagram. And it's not all about donations. It's about awareness. We have a great golf tournament we do. We have warrior races. There's
Yeah.
a lot of different ways to get involved.
Absolutely. Craig Conover, thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for championing this cause. It's wonderful. We're back after this.